I think he plays his game, his level, which is really good level. He's really solid and talented player. So I'm just really happy with my level. Could be better. He made a lot of mistakes that I shouldn't have done it. But anyway, in general, I just happy and have things to improve in approaching the next match.
Hello, Carlos. Congratulations. Arena said today that it was really difficult to serve on the Rod Laver, and that it was windy, that the balls were heavy, and the court was really slow. Do you agree? Is it especially difficult to serve on that court, or? Well,
it was my first match this year, so I don't know. I mean, I didn't find it tricky to serve the court. I just felt same as the Margaret court, for example. I didn't feel too much different about these two courts. Obviously, with the wind and everything, you know, the sun came out, and it was the first match that I played with the sun out, and it was a lot of heat, and the conditions were a little bit different. So I had to see the difference. The ball became a little bit faster with the heat, and I'm gonna say that was why everything was a little bit trickier than the previous matches. So, but I think it wasn't because of the court. It wasn't because of Rod Laver. I just found it like other courts.
Hi, Carlos. One of your next possible opponents is Jack Draper. So I wanted to ask you about what challenges he would bring, and also you and Jack had planned to train together in the off season. I wonder why you and your team decided to invite him over to train. I know he couldn't come in the end, but
well, yeah. It could be possible, you know, playing against Jack Draper, but he has to play tonight. He has played two really difficult battles, you know, the previous matches, and he faces Vukic, who is playing a great tennis as well. So let's see. Against I'm gonna play next one, but if it is Draper, I know that he's a really difficult player. He has a great level. We had plans to practice together in the precision just 1 week that he was going to come to the academy. I'm just happy that to have a lot of players coming to or the academy, or Alicante, which is pretty close to the academy, and I am able to play with or training with them. But yeah, he just told us about what week it was the good one to practice together in the precision, and it was a shame that he couldn't do that at the end because he was a little bit injured. But yeah, I mean we have a good relationship off the court. We practice a few times. I'm pretty sure we are gonna practice. You know, or in the next precision, or you know, in Alicante or in London, whatever. But he's a nice guy. But let's see against I'm gonna play next round.
Howard.
Hi, Carlos. Before you won the U.S. Open, it had been a long time since a teenage man had won a Grand Slam title. I'm wondering if before you did it, did that seem like an impossible thing to you to do at such a young age? And I'd also just like to ask, we've seen some teenagers here have some success. Fonseca, Mensik, and last night Team all beat top 10 players. I'm wondering what advice, well, I guess, have you seen those guys? What are your impressions of those three? And what advice would you give someone about breaking through at such a young age at this level?
Well, I'm going to start with the second one, the second question. I've seen those players. I've seen the level that they have. I didn't watch too much about Team, for example. but I watched a little bit last night, and it was incredible. I was surprised a little bit about his level. I don't know. Which ranking they are gonna reach, they are gonna get. But they have a lot of potential. I mean, I'm talking like I am 30 years old. So, and I'm just 2 years older than them. So, what advice? Not beat me, I guess. I don't know. I see them, capable of beating anyone, including myself. So, they have the level. They getting the experience, in every tournament they're playing. Last night we saw a team beating Medvedev here in Australia in 5 sets, which was amazing. Fonseca playing his first 5 sets match yesterday as well. So they getting experience, and as much as they getting experience, they are gonna become even more dangerous. So let's see in the future. And the first question was how was it?
Before you won as a teenager in New York, did it seem impossible for somebody that young to win a Grand Slam title? It had been a very long time since any man had won one before turning 20.
I don't know. I just I didn't think about it was impossible. When I let's say started, I didn't know about those things, about which player just won a Grand Slam, or the youngest one, or the youngest of being number one. I didn't know those stats, so I just didn't want to think about it. I'm pretty sure the young people are not thinking about it, and yeah, I just didn't think about it. It was impossible.
2 more.
You played Nuno a couple of years ago back in Barcelona. Despite it being obviously different conditions, that was clay, you're playing hard court today. Did you take anything away from that game tactically that you brought in today, or was it completely new contest for you?
Can you say again? Sorry.
A couple of years ago, you played Nuno in Barcelona.
Yep.
So obviously different conditions, clay court there, and then obviously coming into hard court. Did you take anything away from that tactically a couple of years ago that you brought into today?
Not really. It was 2 years ago, different conditions, different surfaces. I think he plays better on hard court. I'm not sure about it, but I think so. But at 2 years, I'm a different player. I'm sure he's a different player as well. So I didn't even watch that highlight or that match again. So I just wanted to watch his matches. His previous matches a little bit, but I didn't take anything from that match.
Last one, Charlie.
Congrats, Carlos. You talked in your post-match interview about the food you've been eating, the Spanish food you've been enjoying. I just wondered, what you eat before a match to kind of fuel, and whether you eat anything during a match.
Well, before the match, I have my stuff, my secret stuff, which I'm not gonna say anything about it. But and Spanish omelette, for example, here I'm taking a Spanish omelette, and my thing before the match, few hours before the match, and during the match I have my I don't know how to say my thing. I'm working with Crown. It is a brand, a Spanish brand that I'm taking good things from them just to eat in during the match. Don't know how to say in English, but I'm pretty sure the cameras got the picture of it.